Hi guys, ArcliteTank here, bringing you a brand new series called Absolute Destruction. I'm going to be demoing and bringing you all the stats and everything of the strongest units of each of the three races. So I'm starting with the biggest of the strong units in StarCraft 2, and this is the Mothership, which here you can take a look at it right now. I've got it pulled up on the help page. It says the type is mechanical, psionic, and massive. Shields 350, life 350, energy 200, and my armor is upgraded, so it's 3 right now. It says the description: ultimate Protoss vessel, can use vortex and mass recall close units nearby and structures. So it's got 3 abilities. One of them is passive, which is cloaking, cloaks buildings too, all around it under a radius around it. I'm not sure how large the actual radius is, but it's pretty big. And then you've got this vortex ability down here, which will suck units into a black hole. It keeps them there for some amount of time, and then it pops them back out. And that's good for segregating an enemy force. Like, you'll have a large force, and you can take a part of it away. And that's really good when they bring it in where they'll have, like, say, Vikings in one area, kind of like separate away from like a large ground force, to kind of provide air cover, and you can just suck those Vikings in, and you can absolutely destroy the ground with air units because there's not that much of a defense there for air anymore. So very applicable. And then the best one is mass recall, which is like the Protoss recall from StarCraft 1. Basically, you fly where you want, you click mass recall, and then it pops up a field that you place over units you want to call in, and it will take them to where the mothership is on the map. And that works great with the cloaking because they come in and then they're invisible right away. So let's get this started. I've got a mothership right now over my main gate, and these are some Terran units attacking. This is against AI. So let's see if we can show you the vortex on top of this group of units. So let's get a little bit closer, and then I'll call in the vortex. So here it goes, it's just beginning to move now, and calling the vortex. Let's see, gotta get them to stop moving so that I can get good view, but you could see some of the strong offensive weapons on the mothership in that last view. So I'll pull them up here, and we'll wait for that Terran force to come back around. But I've just walled off my base kinda just to get this out and show you guys how this works. So maybe I'll go ahead and show you guys the mass recall first. So let's just float this mothership over to the Terran's main base, and I'll put these carriers and zealots all over here by these interceptors, which carrier will be part of the series. I'm going to do that one a little bit later. So heading over now, it's not the fastest unit, but it is pretty good. We're on the fastest game speed right now, so this is as fast as it gets, and moving across the map now. So it's about halfway. This isn't a very large map. This is a 1v1 map. So moving now, no contact so far, so that's very good. And let's see if the Terran is in this expansion right here real quick. Looks like he is. So let's use our mass recall ability, and we will click these units here. And here they are, all in the space now. And as soon as they turn normal colors, they're brought in. And we can cause a lot of tremendous damage to this Terran here. And there's a couple Marines out, but it doesn't look like he has very much to defend. So we may even be able to take the space using just this mothership and its abilities. So we do have just enough for Vortex now. So once these guys get up here, we'll call it in on them. So these Terran units will stop moving. Looks like they're constantly getting out of the way of where I want to put the vortex. And there we go, I've got a good spot. And look at it, sucking all those units in. So then now we can do a lot more damage against these Terrans while this is in here. And I could even use this for my mothership to escape if that's what I wanted to do with it. If I was in enough trouble where I needed to get out of here, which I kinda am. I'm in big trouble. This is a large Terran force. So let's move these zealots back over here, and when they do pop out of this vortex, at least I'll have some units on the ground to kind of help them out. So here they are, they're all back now, and let's push the fight and see what we can do here. So it looks like my mothership's shields are taking hits. I'm on level 1 weapons and armor for air, so looks like my mothership's going to be taking a lot of hits, and I'm not going to be able to do another vortex. So It looks like I might actually be able to take this fight. Not too many Marines left, and Mothership down to half of armor now, half life, so all the shields are gone. So you can see this is a very powerful unit, the Mothership, and all these units now cloaked also, so he needs either a Raven or a Comsat to be able to see anything but the Mothership, which that's kind of a bittersweet ability because it draws all the ground-to-air fire to the Mothership. But it's also good because I can, when he only has ground-to-ground units, I can cloak all these zealots on the ground, and he's not going to be able to attack anything. Just kind of at the mercy of the game. So let's see if we can take out all these marauders while they can't see anything. So this is also very good with Colossus. Anything you can pack into that area to use the mass recall. This Mothership is great. So it's also very easy to get it. All you need is the same as a carrier. You need the Stargate and the Fleet Beacon, which, let's take a look real quick. Stargate is 150 gas, 150 minerals, and the Fleet Beacon is 300 minerals, 200 gas. And then the Mothership itself is 400, 408 supply. And then 100 decent. It can go 50% faster. So it's very useful, and the Mothership I have isn't very powerful because of my upgrades, but when you fully upgrade them, they're absolutely devastating. So 13 kills on that Mothership alone through that last engagement, and it's not the Mothership that's powerful itself, it's the units around it and the armor of the Mothership that keeps it alive long enough to bring those units in and to buff the other units around it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do next in the series. I might go to the Terran or the Zerg, because the Zerg has a very interesting new massive unit. So thank you for watching, and good night.